Before I knew it, all my friend group in middle school, all the people who I'd regularly hang out with, like, Melee became part of our pastime. And soon after, I started traveling to a lot more tournaments. So I started actually going out of state, and then I was just competing, and I was rising in the ranks in Florida. And then there was a time called the third place curse, where I ended up getting third place at like 5 locals in a row, which wasn't the win, but it was enough to get me noticed. That's when I realized that I could really maybe make something of this game. That was a precursor, like that was the sign that would point to the beginning of a new era of Smash. Up until I was 12 or 13, I think. My parents were together, but even up until that point, like, they would fight a lot constantly. So I would use video games to get away from all that, you know, shut my door, invite a friend over and play Melee or whatever, and that was really therapeutic for me to play that. It allowed me to put my focus into something instead of like listening to shouting all day. It's a whole new generation now of kids growing up playing video games. So lo and behold, when they're teenagers and adults, and even still kids, they're going to want to watch the best players play it because they love the game and they want to see how far it can be pushed. It's pure entertainment now. And me being at the forefront of Melee esports, I have to say that kind of what you see when we're playing is really, it's honest, you know, it's raw. The banter that the top players might have, maybe the discussions or the shit talk on Twitter, and that's real too. It's not like someone's paying us to do that, it's just what we feel at the moment. We used to be in churches and basements and houses playing this event with no streams, just a couple guys behind us shouting, and now we're a phenomenon. You have to wait a whole year to catch this one 10-minute train, and if you miss it, another year you have to wait. That's what Evo's like for me, and it's like the most important train of your life. And it was kind of like my whole life was playing in slow motion at that point, and then I saw that familiar face walk up, and I knew at that moment, I might not win this, but I'm gonna make it as difficult as hell for you to beat me. I'm gonna give you the fight of your life. I took the first 2 games in really good fashion, then he destroyed the next 2 games. And the next thing I know, it's Game 5 of EVO 2016. My character is the size of my house on the stage next to me. There's 200,000 people watching. Armada is right there, you know, quiet, stoic, machine-like. And I just remember the match playing out. I get the first kill, I'm like, oh man, this is happening. And then I get the second kill, I'm like, oh man. And next thing I know, I'm up 3-1 stock in the reset in the last match. And I thought to myself, if you let him win this right now, you are the biggest fraud in the world. You deserve nothing if you lose this. And I sat down and I saw him nervous. I saw him in his shield, so I walked up, threw him. He goes off, came back, I get a little hit. He flies off the stage. I'm like, you're probably gonna do a miss input right here. He does the miss input. I hit him, grab the ledge, he recovers back, barely doesn't make it. I hop back on, and then I heard the noise. I just couldn't believe what was happening. I fell to the floor because I felt like I was 14 again looking at that video I downloaded of PC Chris winning MLG. I felt like that guy that I always wanted to be. And then it was me in that moment. So that was very emotional for me. It was just closure for me because I earned the world title. Something that I've wanted for longer than I've wanted anything else in my life, really. And that I earned it from working at it. And for a kid who just wants to be liked, who cares so much about what people think about him, to get that outpour of support and love from all those people was, you know, the sun got a little brighter that day.